It is now 7:01. Let's get our council meeting started. I'll ask Vice Mayor Erskine, lead the invocation, please.
Lord, please be with us as we hold this meeting, that we'll make the right decisions for the town, and be with the ones that are not able to be with us tonight, Lord, for whatever reason. Lead and guide us. Keep and protect us, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Welcome, everyone. Today is Thursday, March 28th, 2024. Time now is 7:02. We'll officially call the meeting to order. We'll do a roll call of those present. Councilperson Tyree.
Present.
Councilperson Harris.
Yes.
Councilperson Persinger.
Present.
Councilperson Marshall.
Present.
Councilperson Reynolds.
Present.
Vice Mayor Erskine.
Here.
Mayor Craig, as I said. Town Treasurer and Secretary Jody Watts. And Town Council Jared Jenkins.
Different council.
Yeah, different council. Jimmy Jeffries, thanks for showing up from the town. Those that are with the media, thank you as always. David.
Jennifer.
Huh?
Jennifer.
Jennifer, you always forget your name. I don't know why. And then of course, the one and only. Jerry, we're always glad to have you, buddy. Thank you. Hot dog season's coming, so get ready for hot dogs. But we'll jump right into this thing. Approval of the minutes for the regular council meeting on February 29th, 2024, and the work session on March the 18th of 2024. Everybody's received their packets, had a chance to look over that. Does anyone have any comments, questions, concerns with the minutes from either the council or the work session? All right, hearing no comments, questions, concerns, can I get a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
I got a motion by Vice Mayor Erskine to approve the minutes. Can I get a second?
Second.
Second by Councilperson Reynolds. We'll do a roll call vote. Councilperson Tyree.
Yes.
Councilperson Harris.
Yes.
Councilperson Persinger.
Yes.
Councilperson Marshall.
Yes.
Councilperson Reynolds.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Erskine.
Yes.
Hearing no opposition, motion carries unanimously. Approve the minutes. All right. You've also in your packets received your receipts and disbursements. Any questions on receipts and disbursements? Hearing no comments on receipts and disbursements, can I get approval to approve the receipts and disbursements?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Vice Mayor Erskine. Vice Mayor Erskine. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Second by Councilperson Persinger. Roll call vote. Councilperson Tyree.
Yes.
Councilperson Harris.
Yes.
Councilperson Persinger.
Yes.
Councilperson Marshall.
Yes.
Councilperson Reynolds.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Erskine.
Yeah.
Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Approval of the receipts and disbursements. All right, now payment of the bills. You've seen the bills in your packets. We have nothing to add tonight, which is very uncommon. We'll thank that though. Any comments, questions, concerns? Someone want to make a motion to pay for payment of the bills?
I'll make that motion.
All right, got a motion by Councilperson Persinger. Second by Vice Mayor Erskine. Roll call vote. Councilperson Tyree.
Yes.
Councilperson Harris.
Yes.
Councilperson Persinger.
Yes.
Councilperson Marshall.
Yes.
Councilperson Reynolds.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Erskine.
Yeah.
All right, hearing no opposition, motion to pay the bills as their funds become available is approved unanimously. All right, moving on to the mayor's report. Warmer weather's coming, guys. Starting to look pretty outside. Days are getting longer. just ask as warmer weather comes, I know we're gonna start having more kids out playing on the streets. So be mindful of the traffic that's up and down your streets. I encourage each and every one of you, if we have speeding traffic, call the sheriff's office. Call and report it. If you can write a license plate number down to give to them or description, please do so. We all need to be mindful. We don't need anyone hurt or injured down here in town.
Well, another thing we can do, and if we're out driving ourselves, which I sometimes do, if I'm driving and I see a line of traffic behind me, I make sure they do the speed limit through town,
There
because
you
I'm
go.
running 35 and all those behind me gotta run 35. And I come down here to about 4th or 5th Street, and then I turn around and go back home.
Absolutely, I agree. I like it. I do the
So-
same thing.
If you all are out and about, it takes 2 more seconds to drive 3
He's
extra
trying to
blocks.
open the door and
Absolutely, I agree. I like it. So other than that, but yeah,
it's automatic.
all right, our guys seem to be doing pretty good on the refuse truck and everything. They're starting to enjoy the warmer weather. They're starting to gear up for grass season. And with grass season coming up, I do have a good report, and I'm not going to give it. I'm going to let Ms. Watts give the report. She was excited. I'm excited. I think everyone will be excited. So when we get into old business, I'll let you give that report. I'm just excited about the way things are going for town right now. It seems like everything's starting to run a little bit better. Things are working out. Let's just hope it's not smoke and mirrors and everything does get back on track. But we've got a few good things coming for us, and you'll hear more about them as we go through our report here later. I've got a pretty good report to give also. So a little encouragement on us. So, but I thank each and every one of you for your time and your dedication for coming out for our little town to try to keep continuing to make it run, to further the abilities of the town, and for us to just do everything we do to keep our charter. All right, committee reports.
The ordinance committee has been meeting as often as we can, usually on Fridays, and just kind of going through one by one. What we do have, we had talked about disabled or unregistered vehicles, RVs, trucks. So we have the state code for that. There's no reason that they
Okay.
can't do the citation.
Okay.
And it says, which was surprised me, that for every day after they don't pay the fine or remove the vehicle, it becomes a new summons. So that can be pretty expensive.
Okay.
So do we have to notify the police of the state code of Virginia?
Well, we have, what we need to do is if we notice a vehicle that, like you said, is out of inspection, out of code,
Right.
flat tires, abandoned, whatever, disrepair, come down and let Jody know. She'll make the note on it. She'll send a letter. She'll try to figure out, which residence it goes to. We'll send a letter out. We usually typically give them about 10 days to take care of the situation.
Okay.
Either repair, get it within order, or remove it. After that, if it's not, then Jody will make the phone call to have the sheriff's office come down and go in and address the situation, being that they are our police department now.
So should we draw up a new amendment addressing that, since it's kind of, the way it reads is kind of specific?
If they come down here and give them a ticket, and then, not to interrupt you, but if they come down and give them a ticket based on what Jennifer said, if they're working regular time for Allegheny Sheriff and they write the ticket, then the money from that ticket's gonna go to Allegheny County, not us.
Not if they come down and write the ticket on our state statute, on our call.
Okay.
The town ordinance.
That would,
We had a discussion before the meeting.
that would only be if they were working, you know, their own thing and within the county found, you know, if the county had an ordinance like that, then they wrote it for them, then it would go to them. But if we're specifically calling for them to enforce our code,
Okay,
that has to come back on the town.
okay.
I was kind of hoping the sheriff would be here.
I was hoping he was gonna be here. He said he would be here.
I know.
I'm hoping he's just running late. Maybe by the time we get into some new business or whatever, he'll be here.
Okay.
So just leave the ordinance the way it reads now.
If y'all are good with the way the ordinance reads,
Oh.
absolutely.
We figured
If
that.
not, if y'all want to tweak it and then bring it to the membership, then do that.
What we're finding as we go through them is that there's years' worth of amendments and they're all out of order, and just would like to consolidate them. So if somebody wants to go to it and pick it out,
Right.
it's the most current.
So basically, that's what we want. We'll take the most current, read that, and if it falls within what we visualize within our town, that's where we want to go.
Okay.
So if it needs to be rewrote and then brought to council for approval, let's do that. If it doesn't and it's good, you know, and when we do these, our council meetings, state that that's a good, yeah,
That it stands as.
yeah, that ordinance is good and it can continue to go forward.
Okay.
Then we'll make a note of that so we know which ones are done, which ones are still working on, and we can go ahead and start enforcing those as we need to.
Okay.
And this might be under the employee committee, which I'm not on, but I want to ask the question. Has the lady or the person put in an application to be a refuge driver?
Don't know yet, but that'll come under old business. Gotcha. Thank you. Anything else from the committees?
Not right now.
Not right now. All right. What about streets committee? Have y'all had a chance to look at any of that and check and see how the alleys are doing and?
The town crew has been
Okay.
putting out milling
Right.
in some of the potholes in the alleys.
Okay.
I have seen that. I went through some of them.
Okay. And I know they're going to continue to do that as it gets warmer weather, a lot of that, so. Okay. All right, what about the playground committee? Anybody been down and looked at the playground? I went down there the other day and done a full walk around inspection. Walked around, laid my hands on just about everything down there as far as the benches, pulled them, to make sure the nails weren't coming out, screws weren't coming out. I would like to this year for the committee to get together with Parks and Rec. There is some painting that needs to be done down there. I know there's some money in the Parks and Rec fund. We need to do some painting, maybe touch up some of the wood. I was able to get a hold of the Cunningham playground equipment out of North Carolina. Explained to them that I had reached out to the rep once before, kind of got a generic reply and wasn't happy with it, hadn't heard from him since. It wasn't but a day later he was calling me, and supposedly he's supposed to be setting the time up to come up here. I'm gonna give him about another week to reply with an email or call me again, and then I'm just gonna call his boss back. From looking at the playground, we will not have to replace both sections of the slides. It's only the top section that is broke. We will have to replace the top section of each of the twisty slides. So if we can do that, not sure what the price is. He should be able to give me the price on that. I still think it's under warranty from what I was reading.
The rep should be able to tell you that, right?
If he comes to me and tells me, oh, you're 6 months out of warranty, I'm going to say, no, I contacted you back here. I've got emails. Yeah, we're going to back up to here, and then I just may have to let Jared handle it.
How old is the equipment, do we know?
It was purchased in 2008.
Is it currently unable to be used?
No,
safely?
it can still be used safely. It's not moving.
Uh,
The one section's cracked, and I will be going down weekly to check it. I'll have Junior and them checking it. And that's why I said I walked through and put hands on every bolt and nut. I probably spent an hour and a half down there just going through everything. So I wanted to make sure that was good.
So the slides into sections?
the slide bolts together in sections as it comes down. But I'm sure as it starts heating up, the summer gets here, we really need to keep an eye on it. If nothing else, we'll have to actually take the slides down and get some something up there that we can put up there as a fencing to where they cannot fall off of that section. And we will do that just to eliminate that section of possible risk, if need be. Hopefully we can get that.
But the integrity of the ladders and
They're all
the
good.
base where they stand is
Yep.
good.
They helped me, I climbed up them, and I'm a big boy. So, but yeah, I wanted to check that. So if you're on the playground committee or whatever, try to get down there and take a chance, walk down through there. I did check all the door locks. The doors were locked for now. It doesn't look like anybody's tried to pry anything or break anything. If you happen to go down there just walking or whatever, always keep an eye on those. I also checked the building. The building looked good.
What did we,
It was locked.
sorry, what did we conclude about, cameras down there? What did we?
That's gonna come under old business also.
Oh, my bad.
Gotcha. No, you're good. You're good. So anybody else have anything for, the committee's reports or ordinances or anything?
Has anybody thought of any other ordinances or an area y'all would like us to delve into?
Not right offhand.
Just,
Swimming pool,
yeah, the pool, the water and the pools and
the rates, the water rates.
y'all said y'all would like to
rates.
look at that and work on that, so.
Yeah.
Work on that, bring something in, a report or something in that everybody can look at and we can focus on looking at that. I seen what you was looking at before. It's a good concept.
Yeah.
I think it would fall a little bit easier on us.
Yeah.
Somebody comes to us and says, okay, I've got a 3,000 gallon pool. Okay, well, you're gonna fall within this line, and we're gonna take a reading, and then if you go over that section as it progresses,
Yeah.
then you're gonna pay the additional, but we're gonna charge you this because you're filling your pool.
Right.
So yeah, I think that as long as it falls, if they've got a pool that holds 5,000 gallons and it's halfway full, they're only gonna spend, 2,500 gallons, so we'll 2,500 gallons, not the whole maximum pool, but
I found a bit of a discrepancy about that, but I kind of feel like that should be discussed under a closed session.
okay, yeah, we can do that.
And we are talking about the fire department.
We're talking about everybody.
Okay, well,
All water
I was gonna say fire department would fall under, if they set it up with brackets like that, then the fire department.
If that's the way we went.
Okay,
Or there could be a special use permit for the fire department even. There could be. I mean, fire department gives you free, free services to what they do. I think a little bit of water might help the fire department out every now and then. But I will kind of back out of that one though. That might be a conflict of interest on my part. All right, so moving on. We had public comments under Sheriff Moore. I'm not sure where he's at. We called him at the work session. He said he was going to be here, had it on his schedule to be here tonight. So we've been trying to get him down here for about 3 months now. I know he's been busy and sick at times, but hopefully we can get him here.
well, I make a motion for Jody to try and call him again, to find out why he isn't here, because several of us on council have questions for him, and we can't ask these questions if he's not here.
Would you like to call him now?
We want to call him and find out where
Are
he
we good with that,
is.
Jared? Can we do that in council?
Yeah.
You want to call him and find out where he is,
Just
the
call
route
him
or what?
after the meeting.
Well, he might be on,
Yeah.
I won't put it on speaker, I'll just.
Silence is killing.
Alright. So, he's tied up or something, whatever, no answer, so. We'll move on,
Possibly he thought it was 7:30, maybe it was
That's possible.
7:30.
so we'll hold his spot possibly, I mean, we'll definitely let him talk if he comes. But we'll move on to old business. First thing on the agenda is laptop.
Yes, I did find a laptop, which I was going to order, but I think that we should go ahead and apply for the credit card for Amazon, because we get a year with no finance charge to pay for it. And the laptop I found, I looked and looked and looked, and I also looked at the top 10 list. This one is on the top 10 list, and we can get it for $429 plus tax.
What brand?
It's an HP. So minimum payments would be virtually nothing. If we paid for a year, which I would say that we might even be able to squeeze a few extra bucks in it.
Right.
So, yeah.
Wow, that's very surprising. Good news.
Good research.
Yeah.
Good research to get it down that way.
Yeah.
Does it say how much memory
Oh,
capacity?
yeah, it was a whole lot higher than what we have now. A whole lot.
We'll need it.
Yes, we will. But there'll be more than we need right now, but I was keeping into consideration that this one's gonna have to last for years.
Another 20 years.
Well, the memory that's on this one here has got, I mean, there's a lot of stuff on there that we won't need to transfer over to the new one. So we'll use up some of that memory, but not all.
Yeah, I think most of it's gonna have to be transferred.
Think so?
Yeah. So, that's good news.
Very
Right.
good news, that's terrific.
Then, can I move on?
Absolutely. I see you're down.
I was very excited. I got a call from VRSA, and they told me that they didn't normally give grants on equipment such as the lawnmowers, but they were going to help us out, and they're approving our $2,000 grant towards a lawnmower. So,
Very good.
yes.
Junior was excited this morning when I was talking to them.
That's great.
I did talk to them and ask them what they would like to go with. They want a regular mower. They would like to stay with the Cub Cadet, kind of like the series that they're using now. 54 inch. So, just standard riding tractor, like they're using now, but a newer one.
And we just need to reiterate to them to play nice with these. I've seen them run them wide open, and
Yep.
they're not gonna last being run right open.
Yeah, they're not one.
They're not their lawnmowers, but you still have to take care of them
Right.
in order to make them last.
If they need to go from one end of the town to the other end of the town to cut grass, they need to put it on the trailer, not run it down all the way down the street.
Well, and not run it up on 4 and 5 when they're, on high speed when they're cutting too.
So,
Tell them I'll call them out if I see them.
well, it's gonna be a hydrostatic, so they're not gonna be able to change speeds. It's whatever the foot goes, the foot goes. That way they won't have to worry about gears and something else going wrong. Yes, I've got a couple of that. I love mine. Of course, mine's a zero steer. But that's what they wanted.
Have you checked to see where we can get one?
No, we just found this out this week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call a couple places. I don't wanna go to somewhere like Walmart and buy one, even if they don't even sell Cup Cadet, but I would like to reach out to somebody, get 3 or 4 different quotes on one from reputable dealers that deal in Cup Cadet.
Well, I thought I was gonna have to buy a new lawnmower so I can answer your question. Lowe's sells them, Home Depot sells them, the Cub Cadets run about $22.95 to about $24.95.
That's good, but the reason I would like and if we have to go that route, that's fine. The reason I'd like to reach out to the actual dealers,
Not get away.
the ones that you get it right, but usually the ones that like Lowe's and Home Depot and Walmart gets they're good mowers, but they're a generic model.
The residential. they're not
Right, their components
industrial.
are less
They're different.
than what they are
Yeah.
for if you go to an actual
Deal.
dealer of that product. That's what I found in the past with us getting them and everything else. So,
Well, I just know what they are at Walmart and Lowe's.
so we'll reach out, we'll get some quotes on that, send us some quotes and see where we're at from there. So that is very good news, great news. Thank you, Jody. Any word on the other grant that you applied for?
No, I've not heard anything on
Okay.
that one yet, but they said it would take approximately 4 weeks, so.
Okay, great. So we'll keep holding off for that one. Hopefully next meeting we'll have some good news for that one too. And under old business, that is the grant they're going to be waiting on to looking at putting cameras and stuff down at the park and doing a little tech work down there.
Who is that through?
Who was that through again, Jody?
Allegheny Highlands,
Yeah, not the
not the.
Allegheny Foundation, the Allegheny Highlands. It's a different organization. All right. Jared, you got any updates for us? Under old business?
Haven't heard anything. It's all still with the Court of Appeals, and we're just waiting to hear something from them on the Simpson case.
And me and Jared did talk right before our meeting, because I had some concerns as far as pricing and everything going up. Until the Court of Appeals does what they do, Baker and them cannot add any more money to us. They cannot charge us for anything else while we're waiting on this. So
at this point, I don't think we lose anything by just waiting to hear what the Court of Appeals comes back.
Are you allowed to call them and find out where our case is in the scheme of things?
In my experience, when you do that, they say we are working on it, and that's all they will tell you.
Is there a time frame or just whenever they get to it?
Whenever they feel like moving forward.
I hate to say it, but it probably sounds like one of those things that when you do that, it's like the railroad. It goes to the back of the wheel.
Exactly. If you call and complain.
So then you start again. Because what should have took me 8 to 12 months is now looking like it's going to be 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's good. Anything else? Anybody else have anything for old business?
Yeah, Jennifer had asked about the trash truck driver.
Oh, that's correct. Thank you. Jody, has she reached out or has Ken sent her down here yet?
No, Ken has asked me on several occasions what's going on with that.
Okay.
I thought it was between you and
Well, as far as her,
her.
what I need to talk to Ken about is between just me and Ken.
Oh, no, I mean, Ken has mentioned her, and
As far as-
I understood she's waiting for you to call.
Waiting on me to call. Well, she needs to come down and do an application and everything else. Let Ken know, because I'll call her this evening. I'll call her this evening. I've got her number. I'll call Linda. So I will be calling her this evening or tomorrow, depending on what time we get out of here and everything. Having her come down and submit the application, get her driving record and all that stuff. And then we can go from there.
Where does she live, Gary?
I think she lives in Clifton, don't she? Or does she live at 42?
No, I think it's Clifton.
I think it's Clifton.
Sure.
Linda Brinkley. It's Ken's sister. Drives a trash truck for us now. Her husband runs the Exxon up here at Clifton. So, is that good for you, Jen?
You got it.
Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry, I forgot. I just totally forgot.
Got excited about them grants.
I did. So now we'll go into new business. And the only thing we've got for...
Old business?
Huh?
It was the camera thing.
The camera at the playground?
Yeah, that's going to fall into waiting on the grant money, office of the grant. The only thing we have under new business that is on the paper is set dates for next work session and council meeting. However, I spoke with a gentleman this evening Probably for about 45 minutes. Long enough for my wife to call and say, "Where are you at?" You should have been home already. The congressional grants just opened up. Their focus this year is on transportation. And I know the gentleman I spoke to, they're doing 2 grants under that. The sweet spot for these grants, they're targeting right at $1 million. So I did reach out to the same person that's writing the other locations grants, which is also our engineer also, which is Sarah Cook with the Thrasher. Spoke to Sarah this evening about doing a congressional grant for sidewalks and stormwater. She asked where we wanted to do it. I told her the whole town. We made a joke, we do want to do the whole town, but we're going to look at the pricing and everything and put us right into that sweet spot that they're looking for to give grants out. So right around that $1 million grant mark, whatever we can get done off of that one. If we're awarded, we'll do that, and then we'll just continue to build onto that as we go.
Is that an annual grant or is this new?
It's a congressional. They every year they decide different things that they want to focus on.
Did you say sidewalks or?
Sidewalks and storm drain. From talking to Thrasher in the past about our stormwater stuff and our elevations and everything, it was suggested that we could do stormwaters and sidewalks at the same time by using an encapsulated culvert system with the sidewalks that encapsulate the tops of them. So, and which would save us 1, money on digging, 2, on things that we replace because we wouldn't have to be replacing separate things.
Right.
So we could get more bang for our bucks and start improving the ground. So Sarah's going to we do have some information I need to try to find Sarah this weekend. I'm pretty sure that we have it, a mapping of our stormwater system. I'm sure that was done back when, over at Delville, when they come in and done the mapping. I'm sure we've got that here somewhere. So we'll look and see if we can find it. I'll talk to Chuck and see if he knows where it's at. Because he would probably be the one that knows.
And speaking of Sarah, has the town received the payment yet from the health department? Has it hit our account yet? Okay. I know they had sent it in, but I was just wondering if we'd got it.
Yeah.
I'll be asking you that question every month.
And I'll touch base with Sarah when I talk to her Monday about seeing if she can figure out where we're at with that too.
And also in that vein, you said you reached out to her for this grant proposal. Shouldn't they be on the outlook for us and those type of things?
Just found out about it today.
But she already knows about it because...
She just found out about it today with Chuck and them, from what I understand, what Chuck was telling
this
me.
particular grant.
Okay.
Yes, this congressional grant, they just put it out.
Because I know other locations are getting grants.
For different things, but this is the specific congressional grant.
Just want to make sure that they're looking out for us.
Yeah.
Without us having to approach them.
Well, whether they approach us or I approach them, every chance I get, as soon as I hear about it, I'm approaching them. Even I'm not even giving them a chance to try to approach us first.
Well, I understand that, and I certainly appreciate it.
But she had said she was sure that we had talked to her when they were down here for our meeting with Richard, and we had talked about grants that were coming up, if anything come up, to try to include us. And she had told me when I called her, I'm sure you're wanting some of this money. What do you want to focus on? And I said, well, I know it's transportation, and stormwater and sidewalks fall under the transportation. Let's work on our stormwater and sidewalks.
Just trying to make sure that they look out for the town.
Absolutely.
And apply for everything.
Yep. Anything and everything we can do. I heard the recorder was giving out a grant too to small towns. Is that true?
No.
Oh, okay.
If I get one first, then I'll work on it.
Okay.
It's David himself is giving out.
That's awful generous of you.
I got a couple bucks on me.
Anything else?
Yeah.
No. But I thought that was some good news. It seems kind of promising a little bit.
Thrilling.
And I have talked to Sarah. She is looking out for the opening of some sewer grants again. And as soon as those come up, she is going to start on those for us with doing something for our sewer system again, trying to get some more money for there. So.
How do they know when and where to look for these grants?
Just like I do with the fire department, which we actually done away with it. You can go online and you can pay, like for me, Virginia Grant Watch, and U.S. Grant Watches and stuff like that. You can apply to these sites and they'll actually send you every other day, once a week or whatever, all these different grants that you can apply for. But you have to go through, type in keywords for it, and it'll give you every grant out there that you can apply that's got that word in it. And then you have to search through and see what the requirements are, where it's at. And a lot of them you don't qualify for.
What were the name of the two sites again?
One of them is Virginia Grant Watch. And there's another one that is U.S. Grant Watch.
So that's something anybody can do.
Yeah, anybody can do that. We applied to that, done it for a couple years at the fire department. And we found out that what we were already applying for through FEMA and Virginia Fire Programs and different ones, we were already doing the forestry grants. That's basically what was popping up for us, so we just so we're not going to put no more money into it as far as just specific. But there is some interesting stuff in there if it's what you're looking for.
Do the grants have a fee attached for application?
I'm not going to answer you that. None of them that I have seen so far has a fee to apply for a grant. That's the whole purpose of a grant.
Well,
No, I'm not being smart. I mean,
it wouldn't be unheard of.
it wouldn't be unheard of, but I haven't seen any yet that we've had to pay for it.
There were some that I saw that we had to match.
Yeah, there is some matching.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think there's a fee to apply for them, but I think some of them is a grant for like free money, and then others, they pay 80, we have to come up with 20. And some of them have different.
Or some of them's a 50-50 grant.
Yeah.
It just depends on what it is and how much you get a match.
Right.
So, I do know that the congressional grant now, we will not hear anything with that before January. So the town will hear nothing about them awarding the grants until somewhere around January, February. Those take that long, which could put us in a real good sweet spot. So, all right, anybody else got anything else?
You want the dates for the work session and the council meeting?
Do you have the 15th and 25th?
I do.
Okay, that'll be great. April 15th for the work session, April 25th for the council meeting.
Now, I will not be here in person for the council meeting.
Okay.
I will be on vacation, but I will
Yep.
call in.
Okay,
Jody's gonna have her phone, and I'll just call her cell phone.
okay, sounds good. And you know what we forgot to do, Jody? I hope you're taking good notes tonight. We forgot the recorder. Jerry, would you be able to maybe help us out tonight? Thank you, sir. Tawana.
There's a fee check.
Yeah. I'll give him extra hot dogs. Tawana, have you had a chance to look in, you and...
No, I told
Okay.
her we wouldn't get into this till after Easter.
Okay, sounds great. Okay.
And we won't, I asked Jody, I was in here yesterday, I asked Jody, she's already received the information for what the bulk sewer is going to be, new rate's going to be, but I don't think we've gotten the one for the water
Yeah, we
yet.
haven't received the
So
water.
we can't start on playing with the budget until we get that.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, from
And actually-
Allegheny County.
Oh,
It comes from the county.
No, it comes from,
No, it comes from the county.
well, Wendy sets it.
Well, Wendy tells the county what they're gonna pay, and then the county tells us what we're gonna pay.
I told Wendy to take it easy on us. And I also talked to her, and well, I sent her a text message and asked her if she was willing to assist us with the budget this year. And she said if we needed her, she would help us.
Okay,
So, and keep that on the back burner if we need it.
awesome.
But Jennifer's gonna donate any extra money that we need, so.
You sure been volunteer before.
All right, so anybody else have anything else? Hey, look, I just want to tell each and every one of you, and those of you sitting here that comes regularly, Easter's just this weekend. Remember what Easter's all about, you know, just as, you know, we do Christmas and everything else. The stone did roll away and he was alive.
Amen.
So remember Easter. If you've got family, I encourage each one of you to spend it with them. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Some of us have lost loved ones, don't have them around to spend time with. So that's pretty hard on a bunch of us. You know, certain holidays.
Most holidays.
Most holidays, yeah. My big one's football season. With losing my father-in-law last year, you know, that was our big thing. We'd watch West Virginia football together. He'd be in Beckley and I'd be down here, and we'd be on the phone for the whole time the football game was on with each other, or FaceTiming each other. So it was hard to watch football this year. But I want to tell each and every one of you, Happy Easter. Enjoy. If you're looking for me tomorrow evening, you probably will not find me. I will be celebrating my 25th wedding anniversary tomorrow.
Congratulations.
I am proud to say 25 years with the same woman, the same lady. God bless her. You're absolutely correct. She has put up with a lot, and it took me a long time to realize my stubbornness with her. So my hat's off to her. She is my rock.
She's a dog. You have a very different personality.
We do, but she grounds me. You know, she grounds me, and we may argue sometimes, but when she says something, usually I'll argue about it, but then I'm coming back, okay, I'm going to get it done. Hey, look what I done for you while you was gone. I watched your dishes. So, but no, she's a great woman, great mother, great, as she calls it, Mima. Great Mima. So, I'm proud to celebrate 25 years. It's just really not heard of a lot anymore with the people I grew up with, went to school with. So, God has blessed me with a great woman. So if nobody else has anything, does anybody want to say anything for the good of the council? For the good of your person that's here? Anybody? Nobody? All right. Someone want to make a motion to adjournment?
I'll make a motion.
Got a motion by Vice Mayor Erskine for adjournment? And a second?
Second.
Got a second by Councilperson Marshall. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing no opposition, motion carries. Thank you.
What's the time up there? 7?
Time is now 7:45.
You got one?